you with yet another video, and today we're going to be talking about interesting things. And Avatar: The Last Airbender coming out for Netflix is going to be absolutely phenomenal. So I want to talk about that and stray away a little bit from Sonic the Hedgehog, because I've been talking about Sonic the Hedgehog for a little bit, and I'm just trying to talk about other content right now. We're going to go back to Sonic later on, but for right now, Avatar and Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I want to talk about the two things that I want from Avatar. And one of the two things is that Avatar actually needs to come back. And what I mean by it needs to come back as The Last Airbender. It doesn't need to come back as The Legend of Korra. It doesn't need to come back as any of that crap. Why? Because with The Legend of Korra, we already know that sucked when it came to the season 3 and 4. Honestly, really and truly, I actually do appreciate season 3 and 4 of The Legend of Korra, but the character of Korra was a little bit too arrogant for my taste. She didn't really feel like the Avatar that should be the Avatar. Like, if you compare her to someone like Kyoshi, Avatar Kyoshi, or Roku, or anybody like that, like, all those avatars from her past weren't as arrogant as she was, even though they was a little bit different from Avatar Aang. I'm not saying that she has to be the same exact way as Avatar Aang in particular, but she needs to have some sort of reserve. And the thing about it is that as hot-headed as she is, she learned over time how to be an avatar, at least a little bit over time. And with that being said, it's like they was trying to develop her character in a way that shows the brashness of her personality, like many other protagonists in medias. Like they always have this brash personality, and they always learn over time how to overcome that personality into a more mature state. One of the most infamous characters of this would be Boruto from Naruto, obviously, and a lot of people hate Boruto when he first came out. The writers for Boruto wanted the character to have some type of gradual development in contrast with Naruto, yet people didn't appreciate that. Even though it's funny to me that Naruto, even in the beginnings, he was also as brash, but in a different way he was as brash as Boruto, because Boruto was arrogant, kind of like a little bit between Naruto and Sasuke. That's what I kind of get from Boruto. He's intelligent, he's smart, but he doesn't know how to handle or how to do things the traditional ninja way, which is why people don't like really much like Boruto. And when it comes to Avatar or Korra is kind of the same way. She doesn't get it half the time, but she's not like Boruto in that naive sense. Like, she's not too naive, but she's naive enough where it's kind of irritating for the audience to see this, especially after seeing somebody like Avatar: The Last Airbender, because it does hit different if you really think about it. Because compared to Aang and Naruto, the reason why we like Naruto, obviously, is because he was determined. He wanted to do what he needed to do in order to save Sasuke, and he did nothing. He did everything to get to his goals in order to become Hokage, and not just become Hokage, but to save Sasuke. He always said, how can I ever become Hokage if I can't even save a friend, for example. Like, he was so determined. And we always like to make gay memes between him and Sasuke, and yeah, that's the funniest thing about it, because like, who the heck would want to just try to still save a dude for that long that was barely even part of your childhood, and that doesn't give a fuck about you, and that literally put a fucking lightning in through your heart? I wouldn't give a damn about him. But anyways, it's like, yeah, that's why we like Naruto. And with Aang, it's a little bit different, because with Avatar Aang, it's more like he already knows a lot. The thing about it is that he already knows quite a bit, and as he goes through this journey with him and his gang and his new friends, he learns so much, yet at the same time he is so calm. He's so collective, yet he's so stupid at the same time. And what I mean by stupid is it's not like he's immature. Well, he is immature, but not in that sense. He's immature in the sense that he is still a child. He knows certain things though that makes him like a cut above the rest. Actually, He meditates. He's a monk. He's part of the Southern Air Temple. He was part of the Air Nomads that taught nothing but, kind of like a Buddhist sense, where they need to reject themselves in order to embrace inner peace and stuff like that. He was that type of dude, so he was really calm, really collective. The one thing that a lot of fans do appreciate was the fact that that one episode when he was with that ancient monk. I don't know what his name was, but remember that episode when he was being taught to let go of his attachments, for example. Like, even though he was a monk, he wasn't completely letting go of his attachments in order to reach the avatar state. So he needed to do that in order to complete the avatar state and perfect it, so that he can tap into it whenever he wants. That was the episode, and if you're an Avatar fan, you will know what I'm talking about. So that was one of the things that the audience loved, because when the audience saw that, they were like, yeah, you should not have to reject yourself, reject your feelings, so that you can go with you can have this power, almost like Virgil from Devil May Cry, right? Because Virgil only wanted power. He didn't care about nothing but himself. Like one of Virgil's most infamous lines was when after he stabbed Dante in DMC3, he was like, you can't save anyone, let alone yourself, without power. So Virgil was that type of dude, and obviously there's some right and wrongs in what he said in that line, and at the end of the day, Virgil's a badass character. Now back to Avatar. That's one thing that I want from Avatar, is for it to come back with a bang. And with the second thing, we all need for the comic books to come back. When it does come back, I hope that, like I said, it's a continuation. And if it's a continuation, it has to adapt exactly to what the years worth of comic books has accumulated with Avatar: The Last Airbender. Because let me tell you something, Azula is one of my most favorite villains in Avatar. If not, no, she is my most favorite villain in Avatar. So, because of her character, because of everything she has suffered through, it is so relatable. For me personally, and I know for certain people, like, it's relatable, but she has had a fucked up childhood. And people think of Azula like this tyrant that doesn't give a damn, that is just like doesn't give a crap about like anything but herself, which is not true. I think she genuinely does love her mother, at least. And what I mean by that is that, like, she hated her mother, quote unquote hated her mother all her life, but all she wanted was love from her mother, and she never got it because she was being tormented by her father, who was a tyrannical father that was ruling over the Fire Nation that was trying to take over the world. Her father was absolutely evil, and Ozai was just a piece of shit that didn't give a F about his family whatsoever. He probably did to a certain extent. I'm not going to say that he didn't, but at the same time, he was so dominant in everything he did not actually care in the sense that, he should have cared. So with Azula, she was having mental issues with all of that, and her brain demented to like this dysphoria, or I wouldn't even say dysphoria, I would say like hypnosis, schizophrenic type of thing, where she was only seeing her mother throughout all of her, dreams and stuff like that, or not even dreams, but daydreams, and every time she saw her, she only wanted love from her. And in the comic books, it continued on with those elements of Azula, that she was in the psychiatric hospital and stuff like that. Zuko felt so much pity for her that he sent his sister to the hospital for years, and she's only been developing this probably worse over that time. So with that being said, she came back, and like, she was just crazy. She wanted to kill her mother so bad in the back of her mind. And the minute, like, this was near the end of the Azula arc, the minute that she had the chance, her mother, who didn't remember her, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, read the comic books because you need to. her mother was just like, I can't, if I truly did what I did to you, then I'm sorry that I should have been a better mother. And she dead ass cried. I was just like, damn, this was good. This was good, and this was emotional. It's like, yo, like, because even though my mother was never like that to me, it was like, but my father was a piece of shit, and my father broke us apart. It was like, fuck. That hit hard, because like Azula is actually a relatable ass character, even though she's a little crazy. She's a relatable ass character to me, and Azula, for that to be animated, oh my god, I would love to see that. I would love to fucking see that. I don't care what anybody says. So Azula's one of my most favorite villains, in Avatar, and she is unequivocally the best in terms of just like raw ass emotions and storytelling. So all of that being implemented into a TV show would actually be important to the series, because as fans we would love to see that, and people who read the comic books would absolutely love to see that. And I'm not the type of guy to reread stuff or rewatch stuff in different formats. I'm not that type of guy, but when it comes to Avatar, shoot, I would love to see that, and I know you would love to see that. So that is the video. Let me know what you guys think. This is Kai Rose, and if you like this video, check out all my other videos. I mainly did Sonic content throughout the past 2 weeks. If you like that, you can watch that. If you like a lot of other different things I did, like I did redubbings and stuff like that. If you like those type of videos, watch those videos. And this is Kai Rose signing out, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.